Gonna get our baits cut up here. I'm gonna do 3 cut baits to start with and 1 live bait. We're gonna have a skipjack head and a chunk. That's kind of what I'm expecting to get the bulk of the action on today. Then I'm gonna take a bluegill here. I'm just gonna leave this thing whole and I'm gonna cut some slits in him. Just get him bleeding a little bit. That'll be our 3 cut baits. In this bucket here, I don't know if you can see down in there, but I've got 2 white bass that are roughly 8-9 inches in size. There's one up near the surface. That's going to be the one we go with first, by gosh. So we're going to drop these down here. I'm kind of at the top. I don't know if you can see on my graph. I'm at the top of a hole here, and we're just going to start here and kind of slide our way down into it. 53 feet here to start with, and we're going to be about 63, 65 feet once we get on down into that hole. Here is our winner. I kept 2 alive yesterday, and you can see there he's probably in that kind of 8 to 10 inch range. Good live bait size. I'm gonna get him on the hook. We're gonna drop him down. There he goes. He's a fighter, buddy. That's what we want to see. He's gonna conjure up some attention down there. We're gonna drop him straight down to the bottom, raise him up a couple feet. So 54 feet I'm setting at. He's going to be roughly 51, 52 feet deep. And as I make my way down in this hole, I will lower my baits just to get them on down there 2 to 3 feet off the bottom, just to compensate for the depth change. So there's my sinker on bottom. We'll raise him up, stick him in the rod holder, and we in business, y'all. Hey, I'm excited, man. Look at that skyline back there. Ain't that something? We may not see much of the sun because of the clouds, but boy, the skyline is still a heck of a picture show this morning. I've heard my whole life that any day the sun comes up is a good day. But I've also heard you can't believe everything you hear. So I don't know what's going to be the case today, but we're going to give it a college try out here. Okay, here we go. First fish. That one's on my chunk, my skipjack chunk. I thought today we get on some fish, it's probably going to be skipjack that gets most of them, but I wanted to have some variety. I caught a bunch of fish yesterday. I went out on a bait run and got some white bass, skipjack, bluegill. Of course, kept them 2 white bass alive there in the bucket. And so I just wanted to come out with a variety today, see what we can get as the sun comes up. We all getting to see the sunrise after all, by gosh. This fish has made it happen for us. The fish ain't much to look at compared to the sunrise. This fish here wouldn't be much to look at even if we couldn't see the sunrise, but either way, we got the first one. He don't want to open his mouth now. Get out of your system, fish. Get all your camera time. Doggone you. This fish here. Oh, now he's put that stinger hook in my pants. He's got the stinger in my britches, y'all. This old fish, buddy, he's about to get a stern talking to here when I get him unhooked. You've tied up way too much camera time. Y'all just look up there at that sunrise. Don't bother looking at this fish. He don't deserve the attention. That's how he's acted. There we go. Goodness gracious. You go down there and learn to behave, fish. I'm sick of your crap. First thing this morning, I'm already over him. Let's get all that slime off our line too there. Boy, he's made a mess of it. All right, y'all. Well, hey, fish number 1 in the kayak as the sun's about to go behind the clouds again. So, hey, no skunk today, y'all. He's small, but by gosh, he counts. Let's get us another piece of skipjack on, see if we can get something bigger. Here's our next chunk I'm gonna put on. I hit the spot lock there as I was reeling up that fish. I'm kind of right now just at the top of this hole right before it really drops off down into the depression there. So I'm gonna just sit here a few minutes and see if anything else is with that fish. He was small, but I didn't see him there on the live scope. So we'll just sit here a little while and see what happens. And nothing going on, we'll just keep making our way a little bit farther on down into it. Oh, look right here. Look right here. There's no way. There's no way, y'all. There's no way. That's my live bait. there's a fish that's ate the fly under the live bait. This bait's too big. Boy, he better, this fish, he better not have knocked my live bait off, I'll tell you that. The scolding this fish is going to get if he knocked my live bait off when he ate that fly. No. He's got the hook in the mouth. Am I confused? Am I confused here? Did I put the live bait down on the other side? You know, it is early in the morning. This fish, I mean, he's got the hook in the mouth. I would have swore I put the live bait down on that side. Maybe I had the whole bluegill down there. I may have been about to scold you for no good reason, fish. Now you got the stinger here in the back. This fish got himself hooked twice, doggone it. There you go. You better not have got after my live bait there, you small blue. That's for a big fish. Y'all, oh, it's dark. Let me turn this way. Have I lost my mind? Is the live bait on this rod? I thought it was on the other one. Let me reel this up here. I thought I had the bluegill on this rod and the live bait on the other. Surely that small blue didn't try to eat my big, dadgummit. That's the bluegill, all right. Yeah, that's my bluegill there. That dinkity doodah blue got after my live bait. And there's no way, he just, boy, that's just bad luck right there, folks. Normally, if you got a big live bait like that, it will deter those smaller fish, because you know that blue right there wasn't much bigger than the white bass that he got after and tried to eat, and he had the hook in the mouth. So I mean, he clearly was latched onto the head of that thing. Crap. Well, fortunately I've got another one in the bucket, but I sure didn't want to waste one on a fish that small. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do on this rig too here. I'm just gonna take my fly and I'm gonna snip that off, because I don't want a smaller fish coming up and eating that fly and accidentally knocking our live bait off. So we're gonna get him in here and try and get hold of him. Boy, camera's rolling, fish. We ain't got time for this crap now. There he is. There he is. Oh, well, there he was. Boy, he's feisty, man. That's one of the things I like about a white bass or a yellow bass. They are lively and they are fast, man. They'll get down there and just kick on a hook for a long time. You know, obviously I'll get lit up in the comment box. People tell me about their various states' laws and how it ain't legal, as if I give a diddly doo-doo of what happens in other states. But here in Tennessee it is legal. And so I just take this hook, I'm gonna go real shallow through the back above that dorsal fin. A lot of times I'll snip off that fin. But when them cats, when they come up and eat a bait, they typically eat them head first. And so you got that hook up here near the top by their head. When they eat it, even if it's a smaller fish like that, that's probably not going to eat that whole bait. When they come up and bite him, they're going to get the hook. But hopefully this one right here is going to conjure us up something big, man. Tell these people bye, white bass. Hopefully the next time we see you in a big catfish's mouth. I cannot believe that small cat ruined our other live bait. That's disappointing. But I got high hopes for this one though. Well, I think it's time for a change. We've been soaking baits down here for about an hour and a half or so, just nothing really going on. You know, a couple dinks, seeing some fish there on the graph. They look small, probably just small blues or carp or buffalo down there. So I think I'm going to pull up baits and make a run back up river, kind of where I started, and work a deeper ledge on the top of this river bend and see what happens. We can't do much worse up there than what we've done down here, right? Here goes this rod. There it goes, man. We're hooked up. Boy, it's been a long time, and that one feels good. Oh man, he is pulling. That's a nice fish right there, y'all. Oh man, that's a nice one. This one right here may be worth the wait. Wow, he's pulling. Buddy, that is just solid right there. That one ate a bluegill head. I had a whole bluegill on initially, and I switched it out for a head. I made a long run back up here on this ledge, worked my way all the way around, and I've come down here kind of at the top of this bend, and there's another hole. It's like 56 feet deep, and I was just like, I'm on this spot lock here. I was going to fish maybe another hour at the most. It's getting hot. I ain't done worth a diddly doo-doo this morning. Can't buy a fish out here. And all of a sudden, man, this rod goes down, and that feels solid. This is a good fish. This one here might be worth getting the front camera mount set up for, y'all. He's still pulling, man. And it's a smaller bluegill head that I had on too. I had that whole one on, and of course bluegill in the summer months, it don't last long. Water temps are so hot right now. It's 81 degrees surface temps, and so them things bleed out pretty quick. When I switched it out, it was a smaller. It's definitely the smallest bait I got out. Boy, he feels good. Been a while since I've hooked into one that felt like this. I don't feel him down there rolling. He just feels like solid weight, man. This is a good one, man. This is a golly whopper right here. Golly whopper on my golly whopper rod. Love it. Some days it's just like that, you know. You come out and you just can't get anything going, can't buy a fish. And then all of a sudden you just have one go down, and it's just a monster, you know. That makes it all worthwhile. One big fish to me is better than 10 small ones. Yeah, it ain't that I don't like to catch the small ones. Lord knows I do. Especially, you know, I'm out ultralight fishing. I want to catch a bunch of fish. That's about as much fun as you can have, you know, going out and catch 50, 100 fish a day. But when I'm catfishing, I really want to get some big ones, you know. I hope my dang camera don't overheat. It's, you know, still early in the morning. I think it's about 10 o'clock now, which, again, I've been out here a while. But it's hot as blazes. And I hope I don't overheat during this fight. I just can't move this thing, man. I just can't move him. He's just down there, man. He is just solid. This is a dang beast, man. This is a beast. I'm just gonna let him pull. I mean, look at him pull right there. Gosh, I just can't get him up off the bottom. I don't have a clue what it is. I don't know if it's a blue or if it's a flathead. I don't have any idea. I'll rest that arm a minute. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, he's gone. He got in my front line, and that hook worked around that line, and I guess it popped it, man. Damn, that's slime all the way up here. That was a blue that had it. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, y'all, what a disaster. I probably, what's the time? 5 minutes and something. I fought that fish. Oh, here goes this one now. Here goes this one now. I don't have time to be pissed off about the other one. Now I got another one on. Oh my gosh, I fought that fish 5 minutes. Let me set that rod back. 5 minutes I fought that fish. And he pops off. I just couldn't make any progress on the dang thing, man. I couldn't get him up off the bottom. Ate my smallest bait out there. Dang bluegill. I never do good on bluegill. It's just one of them things I occasionally throw out just for variety. And this one here ain't worth it. This one here ain't. This is the great grandchild of whatever I had hooked up. Dang, man. This one ate a white bass head here. Sorry, Blue Kitty, I'm disappointed because I had your great granddaddy on. He's got the fly in his butt there. It still looks okay. Let me switch that and drop that back down. I can't get my words out, y'all. I'm damn discombobulated after all that. What a nightmare. That was, I mean, that's probably the biggest fish it's easily the biggest fish I've hooked into all year. It's rare that you get one that you just can't hardly move the damn thing. You can't get its head to turn. Gosh. All right, well, I guess I'm sitting here a while longer. I'm gonna drop another bait back down on this back rod here. I'm gonna put another bluegill head on. I mean, if that's what that ate, then we'll send it back down. But I had him hooked long enough. I doubt, you never know, but I doubt he's gonna bite again. It's man, if this camera wasn't going, I'd be saying so many cuss words. I gotta dial it back for the YouTube stuff. But man, what a kick to the gonads, y'all. Dang. Well, let's put another bluegill on. This right here was about the size of the bluegill that big one ate. I'll just snip them fins there and we'll drop it down. I've just never, I use bluegill a lot just out of convenience. But I mean, I could probably count on one hand how many big fish I've caught on it in my life. It's one of them baits that typically gets me numbers of fish, but the better quality fish just seem to usually go for the skipjack or white bass, crappie, you know, stuff like that. But whatever I hooked into, man, it wanted that bluegill, so we'll send another one down. Action on that bluegill head. Does he have it? Yeah, he does. We got another one on the bluegill head, y'all. Disregard my umbrella if it comes into frame. I got the poor man's bimini top up. Try to give myself a little bit of shade, a little relief from this heat. Normally when it's this dang hot, I'd be off the water by now, but I'm making myself stay a little longer just in case that big fish comes back or has a big friend with him. This one ain't big. This has been what's pestered me out here this morning, trying to steal baits and whatnot. Will you at least tell me the size of that fish down there? This one, he won't give up any information on his friend. He won't tell me anything. You could at least give me a rough length on him, would you? Nothing. He won't even tell you all to hit the like and subscribe button. That fish ain't got nothing to say. He said he's got the right to remain silent, and he's taking advantage of it. Well, the bluegill, he didn't tear it up too bad. We'll just rehook it here and send it back down. Oh, I think I got something going on my back rod. Something was toying with me over here. These dang fish, man. They playing games with me out here. Let's get this one dropped back down. Ah, that fish, I think I do have one on this other back rod over here, y'all. If we do get a big fish, I'm guessing it's going to come on my other rod over here behind me, because that's the most inconvenient one to get right now with my poor man's bimini top. No, something hit it. Let's drop it back down. I got some dinks or something just messing me up. Well, that's a terrible view right there on the camera. Now we got we got dinks just terrorizing us right now. I think that one, yeah, that one's hooked up. Boy, y'all watching a video, the big one that got away, some small fish. Probably spent a 30 seconds to a minute just looking at my umbrella handle here from my, what I call my poor man's bimini top. I don't use it often, but occasionally I get caught out in a rainstorm. Oh, he popped free right there. Heck with him. We didn't want that in no way, by gosh. I'll tell you something, folks. Man, what a just lousy, let me get back under my shade here. What a lousy series of events. I just knew it was going to be a good day. We got to see a beautiful skyline, sunrise this morning. I had them 2 live baits that survived the night, and I thought, man, today's our day. I could just feel it down in my loins. And by gosh, it was the day to get a big bite. Botched it. Got these small fish terrorizing us now. Here's another one back here. Working that bait. They're gonna have me chewed up, but I'm gonna ride it out here a little while longer. There's at least one big fish down there for sure, so I'm gonna sit here a while longer. I may move. You can kind of see right there, I'm at the kind of the top edge here, I guess you will, of this hole here on this bend. Here comes one up there to my baits too. You can see it on the live scope. I'm gonna slide on back maybe. Maybe I can get away from some of these really small fish. They'll probably follow me down, but I'll at least try it. And I would assume that's probably where that big fish come from. He probably come from further down in that hole, or he come from farther up and was headed back down to it. Either way, what a day, y'all. What a day. Well, I dropped on down to 61 feet here. And I got another one on here that I believe is probably comparable size to them others that's been just terrorizing me. There's some small fish down there. Oh, that may be a little better there. Let's set this one back. Let's set this one back. Okay, this one here. Let me take the camera a second. Look at all them fish right there on the live scope, y'all. I mean, there's a big school down there. And this one here, I believe, is a little better than the one on the other back rod. We'll get to him in a minute. Yeah, I couldn't buy a fish out here for the longest time. Now I can't keep the small ones off my baits. Yeah, that's another small right there. He's ate that skipjack head. I just switched out all my baits a couple minutes ago and just refreshed everything, other than that, you know, that bluegill head, which we refreshed it after I lost the big one. No, oh, quit now. Boy, he is choked. Look at that. He has choked that head right there, man. You gotta be careful, fish. I'm taking that thing back too. Say hi and bye to these people, would you? Boy, you can see in the short time it's been down there what they've done to it. I'm gonna go ahead and drop it back down again. Let me just run it through the other nostril. Boy, them dang dinks, man. They'll tear you up, but you know, it was clearly one big one down in there with them, and this is the most fish activity that I have seen all morning out here anywhere. I mean, I started out a little bit further down here toward that deeper hole that's just downstream from here, and then went back up. Let me get this other one over here now, finish him off, and then went back up on this ledge and just trolled. I don't have any current out here, but just trolled my way down the ledge until I got to this one, and we finally run into some fish. So I was everywhere but on them out here this morning, but by gosh, we own them now. If nothing else, we getting. I'd rather, like I said earlier, I'd rather have one big fish than 10 smalls, but I may end up with my 10 smalls before it's said and done. That one right there, he's took off with our bait. I don't have the fly on that rig. I'd switched it out or cut it off there earlier when I had the live bait on, but the live baits, he's no longer with us. He didn't make it, folks. While I got a second in between fish, I'm going to go ahead and answer the question, because I know somebody will inevitably ask about my poor man's bimini top here. So what I've got is just a big umbrella. This is like one of them golf cart, you know what I'm trying to say, a golf umbrella. I've got it where it sits down into a piece of PVC pipe, which is connected to a ram ball. And then I got a fish right there trying to interrupt this talking segment. But I've got that ram ball to like a ram ball joint mount down to another ram ball, which connects to the kayak. So this can be, I can adjust this and move it however I need to position it for either shading myself from the sun, or maybe if it's raining, the wind's blowing kind of at an angle, I can move it however I need to keep myself covered. Real cheap, simple to do, beats those Bimini tops that, you know how they are, they're a few $100, huge contraptions. This I can take on and off the kayak as needed in just a few seconds, and probably have, I don't remember how much the ram balls cost, I think they were like $10 or $15 a piece, plus that right there. So probably, you know, $30 plus the cost of an umbrella. Way cheaper than the Bimini top. And I got that fish right there. He does not want me getting through this talking segment. He may have us hooked up here. But I knew inevitably somebody was going to ask about it, so I'm just going to head off the question. But you get a miserably hot day like today, it's a huge difference in the temperature. It's probably 10 degrees cooler under this umbrella than just sitting out at that sun beating down on me when it pops out from behind the clouds. So it's worth its weight in gold a day like today. Thankfully I only brought the umbrella because there's a chance of rain. I'm glad I have it now. It ain't been rained on. It's another small. I can't tell if he's ate the fly or the bait. He's got them both up there in his mouth, this doggone fish. I actually think he's got my front line. That's what the thing is. I think he's got the cut bait hook, and I think he's got the fly from my front line. Yeah, he does, because that's my white bass head. It's on the front. I'm telling y'all about my Bimini top here, and this fish is swimming through all my lines, doggone it. Get out of here, you pest. Lord, folks, I tell you, man, he's got me all tangled up there. We in bad shape, y'all. We in bad shape today. Oh, back rod. Of course, this back rod over here by the umbrella, it's gonna keep getting hit. That's just the way it is. If you got an obstacle to work around, that's what them fish know, man. I don't know how they know. I think they've got a CB radio and they talk to these birds that are flying around up in the air, and they relay messages to them. That's the best I can figure. They always find the obstacle for you work around. But unfortunate for this fish, I ain't losing him like I done his big friend there earlier. Come over here, fish. You old thing. Oh, quit. Hey, quit it. Quit it. Before you fling that bait off. Well, that one there at least left our bait on. That was nice of you. Old fish. He wouldn't tell me which bird tipped him off, though. I don't know if it was an eagle or one of them herons. Probably one of them old blue herons. They got a bad attitude every time I see them out here. They all the time squawking at me. They don't like me being out here, so I guarantee you they'd tell these fish anything they could to cause me problems. Look right here. I'm just setting that other rod, and we done got another one on this one. This is my head bait here now. Let's see when we get this one up here. I don't know if he's ate that head bait or if he's possibly ate the fly that's under it. I think he's bigger than the last one. I ain't saying much though, the bar was set low. I don't really see that many fish on the screen right now, but they're still around, obviously. I never saw that big one either. I never saw him come up and eat the bait, although I don't really pay attention to that much like I should. Yeah, that's another dink. He's about the same size, maybe a little bigger than that last one. There's a bunch of them down there. They all seem to be in this one spot. They wasn't downstream and they wasn't upstream. They just all right here for some reason, all piled up. No! Boy, he went out of my hand. Did he come unhooked before he did? Yes, good. He didn't want to be on camera. He had nothing to say to you people. That bait right there's seen better days. I'm only gonna fish another few minutes, so I'm just gonna go ahead and drop it back down though. Might feed one of them old dinkity-doo-dah blues if I get my words out. Lord, I'm having all kinds of malfunctions today. Between losing fish and can't talk, we're in a bad way, but we're making it count though, people. I'll come out to try to catch me fish, you know, and usually I try to be off the water before the boaters come out, although I failed at that today by staying out here too long. But yeah, you hook a big fish and lose it like that, you gotta stick around a little while longer, fish that spot, right, just in case he wasn't alone or in case he comes back. But I am getting ready to get out of here. I'm hot, and even with the umbrella, it's still just, you know, it's just like a steam bath out here, you know. It's just the humidity's so high here right now. But I'm gonna give a few more minutes, maybe reel in another dink or two, and then I think I'm gonna take it to the house for the air conditioning the rest of the day. Eat maybe some watermelon or something today. But anyway, y'all, I'll probably go ahead and wrap this video up. I'll have the camera here just in case I hook something big again. But it's just been, you know, what can you do? You fish long enough, you're gonna lose a big one, and it was easily the biggest fish I've hooked all year. Who knows, you know, we'll never know how big it was, but to battle it that long, not really make progress on it, and then have him come undone like that, what a kick to the gonads. Just a kick to the gonads, man. But anyway, still got to get out here, enjoy the day. That's gonna haunt me though. Anyway though, I'm gonna ramble on here if I don't quit talking, so I'll see y'all next time. Thanks for watching.